Hi, beautifuls. Happy Friday. So, I am just coming out of a session, a Tantra session, feeling super juicy and full of life. And um, I just had a client, he asked me today, um, where do you get those eyes? It's from your mother or your father? And I said, mostly my mother. Some of my father, of course, but mostly me. Um, I'm self-cultivating this glow, this radiance, this sparkle by doing this work, by surrendering to this work, by not doing it. So what is Tantra? Because I have worked with people from all paths of life, men, women, people who don't identify with either of those gendered bodies, um, and people who come to me from all different walks of what they're desiring. But it comes down to this. It's people who are ready to feel. People who know that there's more to life. Like, is this just it? To go to work, to take care of my family? Am I ungrateful if I want more? Do I deserve more? Am I worthy of more? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. And we can feel that in our own bodies. So I am a guide in getting people who are right on the cusp of their power to be able to come into that power by kind of ushering along. And we do that with breath and movement and sound and sometimes dance and meditation and body work and energy work and all the things that we call on to be, just come back into this temple, this space of, here's my answers. So Tantra is non-duality. It is all good, all bad. None of it's good or bad. It's just is. And you're in the present moment of how delicious is this if I just let myself feel it. Even if it makes me cry, even if I am crying, even if I'm raging, that it's all movement. If you can feel it, you can heal it. So all this posturing we do around hold it together, keep it together, I do it too. How can I feel? Because then I'll be non-functional. How can I feel and also have a 9 to 5? How can I feel and also take care of my kids? You can. It takes practice. Might be a little bit messy at first. There's the fear in like coming to do session work because it's like, all my stuff is going to be up. All the things that I keep suppressed in these lower 3 chakras. So in Tantra, we access the first, second, third chakras. And if you don't believe in chakras, it's all that stuff around money, home, security, belonging. Do I belong to the greater world? Do I have coworkers who I connect with? Do I have a friend base? Who do I go to for support? All of that stuff we hold down in the lower ones. And a lot of this spiritual work is about accessing these higher chakras. So the heart's somewhere in the middle, but we talk about, be elevated, rise above these kind of baser feelings, rise above anger and hatred and lust and, all the things. And then they have these taboos and stigmas that make us want to repress them more. Doesn't mean they don't exist. They do. But we lock them away even further and we lock off parts of ourselves. So in Tantra, all is welcome. All of you is welcome. So it doesn't mean that we cut off this either. We just say, come as you are, your full self. And even that gives me goosebumps. And it's scary. Like, I do this work and it's scary. Because it's like, what? I'm going to have to come as my full self and be seen in that way? Whew. But it's little by little. And that's why we do the deep breathing with sound. Because whenever the anxiety starts to rise up, we just drop it back down. So Tantra doesn't have to be scary. It comes with all this stigma and idea of, it's just about sex. It's about sex looking a certain way. It's about lasting super long. It's about different positions. Our society is so repressed. In the Western world, we want to think that we're open to sexual expression. But the reality is that we're open to sex looking a certain way, but we're not really open to our full, honest, animalistic, crying, raging, whatever selves that intimacy, that sexual interaction really brings up. So in a Tantra session, maybe there's some intimacy, maybe there's some body touch, maybe there's, if that's what you desire, if that's where you feel like you're locked up and want to go, it doesn't have to be. It's also eye gazing. It's also deep breathing. It's inhabiting this body with someone else who's witnessing you inhabit your body. It's having someone guide you along these interesting pathways of like, hey, I see something there. What is that? Hey, you're sitting like this. What's that about? How do you feel today? How does your body feel today? How does it feel to be in your body? Let the arms come down. Tantra can change your life with the most simplest, radical tools of just letting the rest of it go, letting the story, letting the noise, and as it bubbles up, saying that, bringing it into the space, unpacking it, rewriting your story into a hero story, finding the strength and the power within your body, where you've not only locked away the things you're afraid of, but you've also locked the things that are going to free you. It's about inviting it all so that all of that can come out. And suddenly you're more connected to nature, to yourself, to other beings, to animal beings, to your life purpose, to what it feels like when you're resting or when you're engaged. Suddenly, like, you're able to drop in and really be when you're resting, or you're super active and you know where to go. You know who you want to collaborate with. You know where your yes and your no is. This weekend I wanted to participate in something because I feared missing out. And the truth is, when I really dropped into my body, I was like, something's off here. I'm not a full yes. And I don't actually have to know why to know that it's just not there. And my body is saying, sorry, honey, you're not going to this thing. Okay. So what mystery does await me here as I stay in my own body? What mystery unfolds this weekend that's different from whatever I feared missing out on? What freedom. And this looks different for everyone. So if you have fear around Tantra, if you, think I'm just doing woo-woo, sexy things, reach out. Ask questions underneath here. Like, I'm an open book about this stuff. I do video sessions, I do phone sessions, I do sessions in person, and it really just depends on where people want to go. If it's not me, find it in yourself, start to read, find it with somebody else. But I know I'm a good guide. So if you're having any questions coming up around, how do I even access this? Dang, that feels good. That sounds like something I want to feel. I like the sparkle in your eyes. I want to have some in mine too. It's like one session. It's like one session. And suddenly food tastes different and the colors are different. And, you're just kind of floating. It doesn't mean the trials and the tribulations don't come up. They do. It just means that you have a different perspective on okay, where am I? Where is my center? Where is my power? How do I navigate this? How do I resource this? Who do I reach out for? It's all clear. We all need a little help. We all need a little help in getting to be our biggest, best selves. I can help you. The universe can help you. Tantra can help you. So, ask away. Prod me with your questions or your judgments or anything else. They're all welcome. It's all good. Know I'm loving you. And happy Friday. Safe, fun adventures this weekend to you. Bye for now, boos.